What do you do when your furnace doesn't work? Turn the breaker off for the furnace or turn the switch off. This one doesn't have a switch, so I'll go right to the breaker. Make sure your thermostat is turned down. Now, turn it up. This is what a repairman is going to do when he comes to your house. He's going to watch it cycle and see where the problem is. Now the inducer fan turns on. First step, and then it's going to sense that the inducer fan is on with that switch right there. Now it's sensed that, it's going to light up the igniter, the hot surface igniter. There goes the gas, and it doesn't light. Now, you want to test if what the issue is. Take your barbecue lighter, and the next time that hot surface igniter turns on, and just before the gas turns on, put your barbecue lighter in there. Something like this. That's exactly what you need. Take this, go get in your car, and I'll show you where to get another one. For now, leave your thermostat pinned to full blast. That'll keep the furnace running until you get home. The reason I'm doing that is it's minus 25 outside. If I don't, my house will freeze. And this is exactly what a tech is going to do too. They're going to come and diagnose the problem, figure out it's your igniter, and then they're going to drive to somewhere like Sinclair Supply, and Jeff helped me out here and gave me a new igniter, and it is $72, so they'll take that and they'll mark that up by at least double, so you'll probably pay $150 for that, and they're charging you $150 to run to the store and pick up your part, because nobody stocks parts like this anymore. There's just too much different stuff. So they drive here, which is 6 kilometers. They also charge you per kilometer, and then they drive back and plug it in. So let's get back to the house. The furnace is on because I left it on when I left, just so my beautiful animals won't get cold. You wanna go outside? No? Oh, I gotta feed the birdies. Okay, and then I'll turn the furnace off. Turn this down. Shut the furnace off, and then turn off the breaker, mark furnace, boom, and let's put this part in. Make sure you do not touch this part with your hands. It'd be nice if you had some gloves to put on, but just don't touch this part. This failed a couple weeks ago, and I thought I'd be really smart and clean it, and it worked for 2 weeks, and then it quit in the middle of the night. So if you're gonna clean it and it works again, immediately go get a new one, because it's gonna fail. So let's change this. Let's put this part in, and make sure your power's off before you do this, because it is 120. You will get electrocuted. Yeah, I'll show you what's going on. So just hold it by the wire back there, and here's the part it goes into. So it'll only go in one way. Be careful when you put that in. Whoops, I just bumped it with my hand, of course, because I'm watching the camera to see if it's in focus there. And then you take this part, that piece is magnetic, so it holds a part in there, the screw. Put that in there. Tighten her up, and then put it back in the furnace. It's that easy. Do 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 do. Go this way. Okay. Come on. Get in there, dummy. One clicky click. Two clicky click. Let's plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. Oh, it's not plugging in. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, now it's plugged in. And let's turn everything back on and see what happens. Igniter. And nothing. Wonderful. Okay. I have a sneaky suspicion the igniter is in the wrong place and it's not close enough to the gas. Seriously? Before I tell you how I fixed it, let's see if it works. Let's go turn on the gas, turn on the electrical, and then turn the temperature up. Bada boom, there. We've got the inducer going on. We've got a good luck charm there. Look how pretty she is. Look at those beautiful eyes. Love you, Lola. Okay, here we go. Now, if you guys can figure out what's different, let me know in the comments. But I have a feeling it's gonna fire right up. Bada bing, bada boom. And I didn't just, look at that. Wow. First try. Awesome. I gotta let it cycle a couple times just to make sure, but see this part here? It goes in one of two ways. It goes that way and exactly upside down. But the gas, it lights up one certain side better. So that's why everything would work fine except for it wouldn't light by itself. And this wire here was running over top. So that little part with the hole in it goes on top. Just make sure if something can go one or two ways, make sure you figure out which way it goes. So that was completely my fault when I didn't light, and I wanted to, whatever. It's working now. Yay! And the next thing you want to check, just check this with, you can check with a lighter to make sure it's not leaking. If it was leaking, the gas would be wanting to light there. And if by chance it lit, just shut it off there. Not a big deal. Or you can check it with soapy water to see if it's leaking, but I'm positive it's not leaking. It had some thread sealing in there anyways. I'm glad I double checked my work before I started adjusting the gas pressure, because I didn't have the proper Allen wrench to get it open anyway. But this is a good tool to have in your box. keep a barbecue lighter in there. That way you can always test it and light it when the gas turns on, just to eliminate the possibility, just to make sure it's functioning. If you can get the light with a lighter, then you know it's not the flame sensor or any of the other sensors. It's probably something to do with the ignition system. So always keep one of these in your toolbox.